Hey, what is good? What is good? What is good, beautiful people? Because you know who I be. Good Doc, Dr. Mike TV, back again, once again. Instant classics in the making. First time to the channel, guys. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, notified, do all the good things to make yourself well versed in the Good Doc's content. Everything you should need to know about me shall be listed in the link in the description area below. I came across this interesting article. It was written in 2018 by a gentleman by the name of Steve Spring. And the article is entitled Seven Surprising Advantages Third World Travel Has Given Me. And earlier today we recorded and we talked about, the stigma behind third world travel and why people kind of look at it in a negative light. But there's a lot of things that you can learn through traveling through third world countries. And when I found this article, it stuck with me. So I'm gonna go over the seven things, or the seven advantages that third world travel provided for this gentleman that I think it'll provide for you guys as well, because as I directly reflect on myself and my experiences traveling through certain third world countries, more specifically the Philippines, I can say I felt the exact same way about everything that he had to say. All right, number one, travel has made him and myself too grateful for what I have. Guys, I may not like the direction that the United States of America is going right now, but that little blue passport has provided me an opportunity to be able to see parts of the world that I thought I would never see. Parts of the world I will never see. And because I've had a chance to experience countries that don't have as much as we have, or don't have the opportunities that we have, it makes me grateful that I'm able to live the life that I do, because there are others who would die to have the life that I have. Granted, I'm not rich. I don't have a lot. And I might complain all day long about everybody else who has this, that, and the other, but we seem to forget about people who have less than us. We seem to forget about those who are not doing as good as us. There was a video that I watched on Facebook the other day about people complaining about not being grateful about certain things, and then they would see somebody in a situation who wished they had what they had, and it just seemed to be like a trickling effect, and they just started to realize that their life wasn't as bad as they thought it was. That's the exact same experience, or that's the exact same feeling that I got when I came to the Philippines for the first time. Guys, you're gonna see poverty that is beyond belief. You're gonna see poverty that will damn near bring a tear to your eye. And I'm not just talking about specifically in the Philippines, guys. You can go to any third world country, more specifically, and probably come across the exact same situation. So traveling has made me, myself, and also the author of this article grateful for what they have. I am truly blessed to be able to come to you guys from my phone, my Samsung, Galaxy, whatever the fuck. I'm glad to have the Apple iPods and stuff. I'm glad to have the AirPods or whatever. You got to be thankful for the shit that you have, because people would die to get it. Granted, that's more materialistic, I know, but traveling has made me grateful for the things that I have, and grateful for the opportunities that I have. Like I said, I might shit on the United States every now and again because I'm not really a fan of the way that it's going, but I cannot deny that this country has given me an opportunity to do things that given me an opportunity that I'm able to take advantage of, that I'm sure other people wish that they could as well. All right, so the second thing, traveling has made him and myself too very humbled. It kind of piggybacks off of the last one, but traveling makes us, it's a humbling experience, guys. It's a humbling experience. It truly is. And I think more so during the Christmas time is when I start to become a lot more humbled in what I've been able to experience and have as a foreigner, or being from a quote unquote first world country that other people probably would not have been able to have, especially in the Philippines. During Christmas times, when you see the poverty and the people who come from the Bukidnon or the mountain area, excuse me. Sorry guys, as I was saying, Christmas time, whenever you see the people who come from the mountainous area to come down to beg and stuff, and it starts to, strike a chord with you. And I think about my Christmases as a kid, and granted, my mother and father did not have a lot, but they damn sure made sure me and my older brother had damn near everything, whatever we asked for. I remember one Christmas specifically. It was either my first or second grade, about 8 or 9 years of age. Me and my brother, me and my brother, we were Power Ranger fanatics. My dad and my mom bought us all the Power Ranger, these gloves, right? And the gloves, and they had these little buttons on the inside, so when you throw punches, you can click the button, and it sounds like you're making punching sounds, and it sounds like you're connecting and stuff. We got the little white Ranger sword with the little tiger at the end and shit, little Green Ranger shit. Bro, our Christmases were awesome growing up as kids. And I can't say the same that Christmases was that way for other people. So, I'm humbled, man. I'm truly grateful for the things that I've been able to have, and traveling in these third world countries. I promise you guys, I think you're going to feel the exact same way. Unless you grew up with very little, it almost seems like, damn, it's hard to imagine that somebody could grow up with less than you, especially if you've come from a situation where you really didn't have a lot to begin with. You understand? So third world traveling, number one, it'll make you grateful for what you have. And number two, it will humble you. All right. Number three, third world traveling has helped this person and myself as well realize that we share similar needs. Okay. Now, when he writes about similar needs, it's more so about the dreams and hopes and, the desire that, you can make things or make the world a better place, of course. Not saying that's always going to be possible, but I think that us in general, we have to do what we can. Now, I say this very loosely, but with tight lips. Got to do what you can, if you can, to help where you can. And I'm going to leave it at that, because I don't want you to go broke trying to help others. And I've seen that happen a lot. And I'm not just talking about you helping your foreign fiance or your foreign girlfriend or anything like that. I'm talking about in general, because I've seen people who go broke trying to help people that are in poverty. And then you have more and more people asking, and you just feel the obligation to help because you feel bad about everybody's situation. And, because you come from a better place than them, you feel bad. I've seen people go broke. So you got to help where you can, when you can. But that's not going to be all the time, okay? So although we share similar needs, guys, you got to be able to make sure that you're able to take care of self too, all right? I don't want you to be selfish all the time, but you have the right to be selfish, okay? Just note that. All right, number 4. Traveling has helped him and myself as well realize how little we know about the world. This one has proven to be so true. We often clown and talk about guys who have never left their own neighborhoods, who have never left their own city, who have never left their own backyard, never left their own state, and they think that a trip to Las Vegas is international travel and shit. We talk about people like that all the time, and we joke about it, but truth be told, traveling, especially in third world countries, shows us what little we know about the world, and only what you see on TV. And you remember those infomercials? They probably still play them now. I just don't watch TV anymore, guys. That's why you might say that Doc is a bit oblivious to a lot of things, because I don't watch TV. I don't trust the media. I don't really give a fuck about what's happening on television. Put me on Netflix and I'm good to go. But you remember those infomercials back in the day where they said 69 cents a day can help this kid get through, help kids in these foreign countries, in these third world impoverished countries get through the day or get them a meal or some shit like that. Remember the 69 cents a day commercials and shit? If we look at those commercials and we think that that's all that it is, and what they're showing us is all that it is, that's barely the surface level, ladies and gentlemen. It gets a whole lot deeper than that. We're talking about water issues. We're talking about health issues. We're talking about a bunch of shit, guys. And traveling will definitely help you see the problems or the things that are going on around the world, because you know very little about it if you're in your bubble, okay? You learn very little about the world when you remain inside of your bubble. I encourage travel all day long. And what's sad is, we might have this debate that I've talked about before in reference to, guys getting mad. Sorry. We may have this debate about guys who get mad at us for traveling the world, and they think we're doing it just for the girls, but sometimes we travel just to travel too. Traveling is a mind-opening experience. very few people get to realize, okay? Now, if you're military and you're just going to travel to different places because you have an obligation to be there, you may not get a chance to actually understand, observe, and absorb what's really going on. So your traveling may be for a specific purpose, so you may not get an opportunity to see what really needs to be seen or help you learn and grow a little bit more. But still, that's an opportunity that I think you need to take. And to be honest, if we think that everything that we see in these infomercials is all that there is, we are definitely sadly mistaken. All right, moving on to the next one. Traveling has helped him and myself as well learn who we are. You can be a jackass in the United States of America, right? Talk all kinds of shit, be brash, boastful, whatever it is, have a lifestyle that is beyond belief, live a certain way. If you manage to have that same mentality, behavior, attitude, and everything when you go to a country abroad, then guess what? That's just who you are. But if traveling abroad doesn't change you, like it goes back to the second one, makes you humbled in any way, shape, or form, guys, guess what? Maybe that closed-mindedness that you may have or may not have will keep you from learning who you truly are. There is a saying that says, money only brings out a person's true nature. And I believe that to be true. So if you were an asshole before you had money and you get more money, you're just going to be more of an ass, right? But if you were humbled in the beginning, when you get more money, you're likely to remain humble. Or you're likely to do more things or better things or more sufficient things with your cash when you actually do get it. And I believe that to be true. All right, and I think the same rules apply here. Traveling can definitely show who you truly are. Okay? All right, moving on. Traveling has provided himself and myself as well with amazing adventures. That goes without saying, guys. I've seen places that I thought I would never see. I've been and done things that I thought I would never do. It's just something that you can't take for granted, It truly is something you can't take for granted. All right, moving on to the next one. Traveling has provided him with interesting challenges. Trust me, anybody who chooses to travel and or visit and live in third world countries, guys, it's not going to always be peaches and cream. It's going to take an adjustment. I don't care who you are. It's going to take an adjustment. You are going to see some things that are going to throw you off. I've seen some shit. Matter of fact, I've seen somebody shitting on the street. Bruh, I've seen it all. I'm in class, hold on. Anyways, I've seen people shitting on the street, bruh. I've seen some shit and I've seen people shitting on the street, bruh. It's different. I would tell you something else, but it's a little bit graphic, so I'll leave it alone. But you're going to see some things, man. You're going to see some things, and these things are going to be challenging to you. You're going to wonder, why is this happening? Why is it this way? You're going to think about it constantly, and you're really going to have a hard time adjusting. Let me take that back. I'm not going to say you're going to have a hard time, but there is a chance that you're going to struggle a little bit in your adjustment process. It's not going to always be straight up front, bam, everything's going to be gravy. Trust me. Accept and embrace the challenges. All right. Is that the last one? I believe that is the last one, ladies and gentlemen. Traveling has challenges. All right. So those are the 7 things, guys. 7 things that surprised this individual and myself as well about traveling through third world countries. Embrace everything that it comes with, guys. That's all I could ever say, guys. I just want you to be able to embrace travel. I want you guys to be able to enjoy it. I want you guys to be able to find peace and comfort in knowing and or doing the things that you enjoy. I like to travel when I can. Does it happen often? Not lately, but trust me, The Good Docs Season 3 will begin very soon. Trust me, even if I gotta take a detour somewhere, it's gonna happen very, very soon because it's hard for me to sit still, especially when my months are coming up. All right, so I hope you take some joy in this video. I hope that you learned something from this video, and if you did, like, share the video, share the video, subscribe, comment down below, guys. Everything you need to know about me. Patreons, guys, ebooks, man. If you haven't copped your copy of Dr. Mike's or Mike the PI Guy's Quick Guide for First Timers to the Philippines, knock it out, guys. It's there. Got the prescription, man. Prescription is probably a very, very, very solid piece of work. My second solid piece of work after the Booty Loot Chronicles. Anybody who's read the Booty Loot Chronicles, if you know, then you know. All right. But this has been my time, ladies and gentlemen. It has been fun. It definitely has been real, but it's time for the good doc to go and get to getting. With that being said, good doc is officially out. At least not go paalam, which means I am going now. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Sincerely do. Mahakita. Mabuhay. Peace.